USA States, Part 3 in the Southeastern side. So without further ado, let's get started with the state Alabama. Its capital is Montgomery. Its national animal is a black bear. Its flag is a red X. A famous place in Alabama is the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. A fun fact is a state record 120-pound blue catfish was caught in the Hot Reservoir in 2012. That's a big weight for catfish, alright. So, the next state is Mississippi. Its capital is Jackson, and its national animal is a white-tailed deer. Its flag is a flower with stars all around it, and it says, "In God We Trust." A famous place is Vicksburg National Military Park. A fun fact is root beer was invented in Biloxi, which is a state in Mississippi. The next state is Tennessee. Its capital is Nashville. Its national animal is a raccoon. Its flag is a circle with 3 white stars, with the colors red and blue around it. A famous place is Dollywood. Fun fact: Tennessee has 10 state songs. That's a lot of songs that Tennessee has. The next state is Kentucky. Its capital is Frankfort. Its national animal is a gray squirrel and its flag is like 2 men in a circle, and it says, "In the circle, unite we stand, divided we fall." And above the circle is Commonwealth of Kentucky. A famous place is the Red River Gorge Geological Area. It's about rocks, I think, and it's about geology. Fun fact is all Chevrolet Corvettes are manufactured in Bowling Green. I think it's a place in Kentucky. So the next one is Virginia. Its capital is Richmond, and its national animal is the Virginia big-eared bat. Its flag is like a circle, and inside the circle it says Virginia. 81C Semper Tyrannis. A famous place in Virginia is the Shenandoah National Park. A fun fact is Virginia grew the first peanuts in the United States. So, the first peanut award goes to Virginia. Okay. And now we know all this, and this is the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C. Now the capital, actually Washington, D.C. has no capital because it is a capital. Its national animal is a bison, and its flag is different from the United States, and it has red and white stripes, and on the top it also has 3 red stars. A famous place is the White House, as we all know. A fun fact is the National Air and Space Museum is the most visited museum in the United States. The National Air and Space Museum is in the Washington, D.C. which you might want to check out later after the COVID-19 and Omicron. So the next state is Georgia. Its capital is Atlanta, and its national animal is a white-tailed deer, like Mississippi. Its flag is almost same as the United States one. But instead, it has no stars. It has a building with a person in it, blue, and there are some red and white stripes, but not the same number as the United States flag. A famous place is the Georgia Aquarium. A fun fact of Georgia is often called the Empire State of the South. So that's a nickname for Georgia. Now we move on to North Carolina. Its capital is Raleigh. A national animal is the gray squirrel. The flag is also like the United States, but the blue has a symbol, and it says May 20th, 1775, April 12th, 1775. So I think the above is when it was established, and the lower, I don't really know what the lower one is. Anyway, and it has the red and white stripes on the other side. A famous place in North Carolina is Baltimore. A fun fact is, with 250 rooms, Baltimore in Asheville is the largest home in the United States. Now we go to South Carolina. Its capital is Columbia. Its national animal is the white-tailed deer. Wow, they have a lot in common. The flag is a crescent and a palm tree, which are white. A famous place is the Brook Green Gardens. Fun fact, South Carolina is home to roughly 400 golf courses. So now we move on to Arkansas. Its capital is Little Rock. The national animal is a white-tailed deer, just like South Carolina. Its flag is like a rhombus with stars in it, and it has its name, Arkansas, with 4 stars in it. A famous place in Arkansas is the Hot Springs National Park. Fun fact, about 9 million gallons of water rise to the surface of Mammoth Spring every hour. That's a lot of water. So now we move on to Florida. Its capital is Tallahassee. The national animal for Florida is the Florida Panther. The flag is just like Alabama, but on the red cross, the red X, there is a symbol, and it says the Great Seal of the State of Florida, and in God we trust, and it has a little picture underneath it, as you can see. Now, a famous place in Florida is the Walt Disney World Resort. Fun fact, Around 80 species of mosquitoes live in Florida. Around 80 species. And now the next one is Louisiana. Its capital is the Baton Rouge. Its national animal is a black bear. Its flag is a swan giving food to the babies, and it says Union, Justice, Confidence. A famous place of Louisiana is the National World War II Museum. Fun fact, in the 1980s, rare white alligators were discovered in the swamps of Louisiana. So the rare white alligators were discovered in the swamps of Louisiana. Louisiana, I think, is rare with animals. I think. Up next is Puerto Rico. Its capital is San Juan. Its national animal is coqui. I think Puerto Rico is a Spanish state. Its flag is just like the United States, but instead of a square, it's a triangle with one star in it, and with the red and white stripes on it. A famous place in Puerto Rico is the Flamenco Beach. Fun fact, the Puerto Rico Trench is the deepest place in the Atlantic Ocean. Next we go to West Virginia. Its capital is Charleston. Its national animal is a black bear, like Puerto Rico. Or I think it was the other one. Anyway, now its flag is two squares, one blue, one white, and inside the white one there's a symbol, and on top of it it says State of West Virginia. A famous place in the West Virginia is the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. Fun fact, the world's first brick street was built in Charleston, the capital of West Virginia. And that is the end of our slideshow. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye, and see you soon in the next video.